Welcome back to Gossip Break, the cherry on top of your day. I'm one of your hosts, Bree.
And I'm your other host, Becky.
It's another week of Love Island, girls. We have like 2 weeks left for the people who don't watch Love Island. I'm so sorry, but we have 2 weeks left. We have to persevere.
We do. If we're both being honest, do we want to sit here and talk about them for 45 minutes? No.
We were just saying before we recorded, like we are literally exhausted. Casa Amor and movie night back to back. I digress. We'll get into that when we get into that.
Hmm.
Before we start, I guess we'll just jump into it as we have been doing these past few weeks. If you're not following us already on social media, make sure you're following us there. And also, if you are enjoying this podcast, it would mean so much to us if you left a 5-star review. We would really appreciate it. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's get into
That,
it.
yeah, let's jump right in.
Okay, so we'll just start with this little summer house news before we get into Love Island. There was really not much else that's been going on in pop culture, but I did think it was worth just closing the loop on all this summer house nonsense. Is that Amanda Batula is officially not coming back to Summer House, as well as Wes Wilson, which we talked about the last week or the week before. Which, yeah, I'm not surprised because if West wasn't going to come back, I just knew that there was no way she was going to come back because as Sierra said it best, she is such a weak individual that there's no way that she's not going to come there with one like plus one. Like the whole
Yeah.
house is going to be against her. She's not going to do that to herself.
Right. And it's just, I don't think anyone wants to see this moving forward. The show has to clearly take such a different direction because it's just too much, the Wes and Amanda of it all. So I'm not surprised that either one of them are coming back. Amanda will still be on In the City. I am surprised that Kyle's coming back because I thought they would just usher him into In the City because that's supposed to be like, the older show, the 40 plus show.
Kyle refuses to age. Like he's just like, no, I will stay on Summer House until I croak.
Yeah, and In the City, so he's getting a double
Double the
check.
paycheck.
Like, oh,
Got
like
to
a good.
support that lover boy fund.
No, listen, that honestly, that's probably what it is. He said, "Look, I've given y'all the last 10 years. Like, please just let me ride it out one more summer because I need a check." And yeah, I'm just not surprised about Amanda. I saw that Ben is also not coming back, which okay, bye. Not
Yeah.
moved. So sad. KJ isn't coming back, but I respect his decisions on behalf of his own peace. Like this is like the worst season to start on Summer House
100%. Yeah, for his own mental health, I don't think he needs to be on reality TV. I think
ever.
he gave us like a great one and done.
Yeah.
And then Dara's not coming back either.
Yeah. So,
So I don't want to be a hater, but I am a little bit worried it's going to be boring.
because
Like
it's just gonna be Sierra show.
which I mean, I like Sierra,
Yeah.
but she really hasn't come into her own as a reality star until I would say probably like the last season and a half, maybe. And like
Hmm.
I truly hate to say this, like I don't want to give him any credit, but I really think like the storyline kind of started to come out more with the West of it all. Which again, I hate to say, but
Hmm.
because I mean, before she had the Luke and Hannah situation, but like she was just so new and we were just so attached to the OGs that we weren't really giving her that much time of
Yeah.
day. So I feel like she's like really come into her own as a reality star, especially this last season. But I just, at the end of the day, like I know one, I was saying like these people are real family, so you don't want to mess up the vibe and bringing in people that they don't like. But at the same time, it is a reality TV show and you have to have like a tiny bit of conflict. And I'm just worried that like even with Ben not being there, KJ not being there, Dara like showing their breakup, I'm just kind of like, so what is the storyline going to be? I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
get to something. And then also I think Sierra is kind of going to be like a Lindsay where she like how she was last season of moving in and out because she is still doing After Sun. I think for like what, the next 2 weeks. I think that's how much longer
Hmm.
Love Island is. And Summer House starts filming this weekend. So she'll probably miss the first like, 2 to 3 weekends. Which again, not a big deal, but it's like if they're centering the show around her,
Yeah.
But I don't know. So we'll see how it goes. I'll probably still tune in a little bit. I do have faith in the Summer House people because they can make it fun no matter what. But yeah, I was just like a little, ooh, I hope it's not boring now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because not even that I don't think Sierra can carry the show on her back. It's just the fact that like she doesn't have like any real conflict with people other than, the boyfriend stuff. So it's just like if you're bringing all of her friends on,
I'm just
like they're
worried
just all
that it's going to
friends.
be like VPR last season, where there's now no
Yeah,
more conflict in the West and Amanda of the situation. So now I'm worried people are going to turn it on Sierra.
right.
Really don't want to watch that. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see how it goes. But Amanda, I hope it was worth it because you literally lost everything. You've lost your good favor, you've lost your friends, you've lost your brand deals, you've lost your show. That's crazy.
I just don't think she cares. Like, I don't know what is going on in that brain of hers. I don't care to know what's going on in her brain, but I'm just like, whatever, girl. Like, I'm even surprised you're on in the city still. Like, I hope Carl gets a new girlfriend, and I pray to God it's not Ava fucking Dash because that's a baby.
Oh my God, yeah, the her and Kyle thing, that's weird.
It's strange, guys. Like, it's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, I don't like that. I can already predict that Amanda is going to stay on in the city and West is going to have cameos there because they're going to want
Hmm.
like they're people are going to want to see what happens with their relationship. It only makes sense. I get it. So he'll show up there, I'm sure. Have you been watching in the city, by the way? I watched the first two episodes and I just can't.
I'll put it on if I'm in a Bravo mood and I'm all caught up on Atlanta. I'm all caught up on like all my other shows that I actually like. That's when I watch The Valley and In the City. It's like, damn, like I wish I had another Housewives episode to watch, but I don't. So I guess I'll just watch like the next best thing. Not because I'm like, oh, what are they doing over in New York? Because yeah, you're right. It's just I find everyone so boring and I just don't care about any of them. And Lindsay and Carl, or not Lindsay and Carl, Lindsay and Kyle are already on Summer House. So it's like the only reason why I would be watching In the City is for them, but I'm already seeing them.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a little
So, and Danielle, I never watched the seasons where Danielle was on, but that lady right there is like, she scares me.
Oh, thank God. I was like
Yeah.
wondering how you're gonna feel about Danielle
No, I'm
because
scared.
I no, she pisses me off. Like she moves so weird.
Yes, that's what it is.
Showing up to that woman's wedding with a basically white dress, like so light pink that it is white. You're a weirdo for that. You are
Yeah.
so weird for that. Like that in itself describes Danielle perfect.
Yes.
Showing up to somebody's wedding in white. That's all you need to know about her.
Yeah. So that, and then trying to be like, well, it's pink. And it's like, I don't care if it was blue, yellow. The fact that it's that close to white and it's picking up on the camera as really light. No, like out of everyone knows the rules. You don't wear anything that even remotely could be mistaken for white for a second. So that, and then the whole Carl and Lindsay thing, like
Yeah,
being like how judgy she was towards Lindsay for getting pregnant out of wedlock, but now she's pregnant out of wedlock.
exactly.
And like
Meanwhile, this is her best friend. Like, I'm
yeah.
your best friend with that much underlying vitriol. Like, ew.
Ew, and like giving Carl a hand job like the day him and Lindsay ended things, I said, "Oh no. Like you're irredeemable. Like that is just not okay in any you can't flip it, reverse it any kind of way because they were literally engaged. Also, it's your friend's man.
So, yeah, that was the first time Carl and Lindsay were together and then broke up. It wasn't the
Oh,
second
okay.
one, but still.
Still,
Still.
both of y'all are weird for that. Like that's
Weird.
so
And
strange.
like that is one thing that I will always knock Queens of Bravo on is I don't understand. They're like the biggest Bravo update fan account and they ride for Danielle and Robin Dixon so hard that I'm like it honestly takes me out of it. I'm like, you guys picked the two worst people on Bravo to stand 10 toes down behind. I will never understand it.
Yeah, that's Danielle. Yeah, there's nothing redeemable about her. Even seeing her on in the city, I'm just like, you're not even a good I don't like any like this is so bad. I don't like anything about you. Like even the fact that on her little like lower third, it's like founder and CEO. I'm
Oh
like
my
about
God.
like literally what do they say? Founder of what? Like what are
Yeah,
we
bring
talking
Paige back. Founder of what?
like what are we talking about? Because I checked their Instagram, they haven't posted in a minute. So like you found something and you literally lost it. Next, like let it go.
Yeah, next. And that's that on Summer House and in the City.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our wrap up. Our obligatory summer house update. Hopefully there aren't any more this summer as far as it running at the same time of Love Island because I know Love Island is gonna run our lives for the rest of the summer even when it's off. So, speaking of,
All right, let's get into Love Island episodes 20 through 25. I know, literally. We are talking about Casa Amor ending, Casa recoupling, movie night.
mhm.
Um, Two things I want to start off with. Number one is that if you haven't already realized this by now, this is a grown podcast, okay? Like this is Love Island for adults. So if
Mhm.
you are under the age of, if you're in high school, like turn this off. If you are under the age of 22, turn this off. Like we are
Yeah.
really for the millennials and older because you guys understand nuance. So I'm just gonna put that out there right now. I'm not
Yeah.
talking to the middle schoolers. I'm not talking to the high schoolers. I'm not talking to the early college kids. I'm sorry if I singled you out, but like if you have nuance, you can stay. If not, this is not the podcast for you. This is grown. Number two,
Yeah.
congratulations to Bryce and Trinity on winning Love Island USA season 8.
No, you're right. He saw an opportunity when he started running, when they both saw each other, like have each other, they said, we're taking this money home, baby. We're
That
taking it
you got the
home.
10K.
Yeah. Because honestly, like I doubted them before, but now I'm like, I'm still, I still gotta question it a little bit because again, I'm a queen of nuance. I am also Bryce's age. I, again, I also wouldn't want Trinity listening to this podcast. So I do like have my eye out. I'm like, is this real? But I'm also like, it is sweet at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like regardless. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, like y'all are getting my like we're taking it home, baby.
If you think about any of the other couples, like, yeah, I'm voting
No
for.
way.
And even when they had that favorite couple vote, like you guys have know I've kind of been like hesitant with Brinity since the
Hmm.
beginning. Even back like 2 weeks ago when they did that favorite couple vote, I still voted for them because there was nobody better.
Yeah.
So that says how
Yeah.
much I feel about these other couples. Anyways, yeah, they are very cute. I like I said, I do think they like each other. They're sweet. They made it official. Good for them. Like Bryce is an old ass man. He was like, "What's closed off mean? Like you're my girlfriend."
No, thank you. Someone with a brain. The only way I think Love Island could get me to watch next season is if they make it like 25 to like 30. That's the
They
only
need an older
way.
cast.
Yeah, what is it? What is this? These words that y'all are using? Like, are you my girlfriend? Yes or no?
Yeah, exactly. Like none of this closed off. Like the words that you
Exploring.
explore like 100,000 times. Connections, explore, close. Like no, I'm so over it. They need an older audience. Um, the thing that's scary though is that like middle schoolers watch this show, and
No.
that's where it's like one, it's scary
Oh,
because of like the straight porn that they show, but two, I feel like that makes sense of all the just insane comments and commentary online. It's like you are like 12 years old.
like literally.
Your brain hasn't even fully developed. Like you have half a brain right now.
No, literally, like whole like the top of your head is still soft. And it shows, and it also scares me because we talked about this last week. Love Island USA clearly goes after kinks because when the girls were sitting on cakes, I said,
Yeah.
this is actually crazy. I know I said like the bed, the threesome thing was crazy, and then they did like the Diddy challenge, and then they did like the temperature rising one. Those I was like, okay, like crazy. Like obviously you guys are trying to be sexy, but like cake sitting is such kind of like a niche kink
Yeah.
that I'm like, oh, I know exactly what you guys are doing, and I don't like it. Also, the idea of cake, like they're wearing panties. I'm like, everyone has yeast infection, everyone has BV. Like the candida is the eating. Like there's so
Thriving.
like I like literally it feeds off of sugar, and you have these girls in like lace panties sitting on cakes. Like that it's so, and that's when I knew, because the other ones it's kind of like mainstream, BDSM, like it's kind of like mainstream and it's just like, oh, it's supposed to be sexy. But the cake sitting, someone realized the kink while they were watching that, and that person might have been 13 years old.
It's scary. It's very scary, very spooky. Um, okay, let's take it back to
Yes.
Casa Amor ending. Was there like anything of substance? Alana got kicked out.
Bye.
We didn't even talk about that last season. There was literally like not worth talking about because I
Mm-mm.
know Love Island's gonna do their job. Like it was not even worth giving a breath because I knew they were gonna kick her ass out.
Y-
Like, what
Yeah,
commenting on?
yeah, one thing I will give Love Island, that they don't play about any allegations, any old tapes, any old tweets. They say if they even get a whiff of something, they're like, "Nah, baby, you gotta go."
Yeah, you're out. So she left, and then it's really just like Parmita and Corbin coupling up, Jaden and Caleb, nothing burgers.
Two
Bryce,
beautiful
like
blondes.
literally on like people saying that Sincere was on suicide watch for Bryce. Him standing out there and looking out at the villa every single night.
It just continue.
I feel like yeah, Casey continuing to act a fool. Um, there was really nothing else. Like, let's get into the recoupling because that's when the drama happened, the fallout.
I need the Islanders to realize if you get picked last in one of these like challenges, know they've got something for your ass. Like if you get picked first, it's almost
Twister.
like a relief. It's like, okay, I'm good. Like nothing's crazy because they're saving the juicy cuckoo-ness for the end. So Anaya's sister, I'm not sure why you were so shocked. I'm really not, just based off of the last week and a half, what everyone's told you. But then the fact that you went last, you should have known that man was coming in with a girl.
Yeah, let's talk about the Anaya and Casey of it all. And this is where it's like you have to be hashtag grown to listen to this podcast
Yeah.
because there is
Yes.
nuance on both sides here. Like,
Yeah.
just gonna straight up dog Casey, and I'm not just gonna be like Anaya's a villain. Like, they both were wrong in this in different ways.
Correct.
Number one, Anaya, like as you mentioned, why were you so shocked? Because the producers gave you all of the resources and tools and knowledge you needed to know to let go of this man. You got a live stream of the heart rate challenge.
They've never done that.
A live stream. They sent you a postcard of him making out with the same girl that he was all over in the heart rate challenge. You guys left on bad terms and him saying he wanted to explore. You have a man right in front of you who is everything that you have been asking for since you stepped in this villa. You guys actually have things in common. You're attracted to him. You guys have like the same values. What more did you need? Like, I'm getting pissed off. What more did you need?
Brie, I don't know. Like, I just don't know what she thought. Like, I have no idea like what was going on in her brain. And she even said, like, oh, I'm delusional. But then
Yeah,
she like
honey.
kept being delusional, like we see in the following episode. So I'm just like, sister, please, like, you may actually need to go home. Like, I'm serious. And she even said, I think her reaction to Casey coming out with a guy, like her basically having an anxiety attack on camera, was like a valid reaction. I know some people were like, why was she freaking out like that? You have to understand, like, we're watching it in our homes, but she knows that millions of people just witnessed everything she saw. and more because she knows she doesn't like she can't see everything. And it's just the fact that like I keep like I've made myself look dumb so many times and then I walk past and Parmesan lamb chop and the other girl are like over there giggling and cackling. I I want to go to home too. Like actually take
Yeah.
this fucking mic pack off. I want to go home because I feel like I'm going to throw up. She said she's humiliated and I think like last week we talked about how this is a humiliation ritual and I think they're finally like our Sims are sentient now. They're like, "Wait, like I just really embarrassed myself to the point where no one will forget this. This is like a moment that
Yeah.
everyone will remember. It's almost like irredeemable. Like it's not like Alandria and Taylor. She embarrassed herself, but like nobody even talks about it anymore. Nobody thinks about it. But like Anaya, I don't think you're gonna be able to come back from like this group of episodes.
Yeah, it was a rough watch for her because Alandria didn't have all the information that Taylor was talking to the guys, is saying, "Oh, she's not my type," and I'm like really struggling to get there. She could just like she had to just feel it based off intuition, which you could tell she was kind of starting to feel that way, but it just wasn't enough. Anaya, her intuition has been clocking it for weeks. Like that's why
Yeah.
she's been going in arguments, circling over and over and over again because she knew in her heart that he was not for her. Like it was not it. And then, but then on top of that, she has the live stream and the postcards. It was just so frustrating to watch. I think it also got in her head a little bit that Melanie and Kata and Trinity, the core four, all picked and stayed with their guys. But like you have to
Yeah.
realize not every relationship is the same. Kata and Zach, as miserable as that man is, they do have something real. Trinity and Bryce, they haven't had any problems yet. Like, of course, they're going to stay together. Melanie is a bird. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Um, so like you shouldn't even be following her. So
Yeah, that's not the person to be like, oh, all the OG girls kept their man. Like, even Melanie did, so I should keep Casey. Because, like, Sincere and Melanie's problems weren't like they were the initial toxic couple, and the fact that they keep finding their way back to each other, that probably did get in Anaya's head a little bit. But would you, as someone's best friend in the villa, would you want that relationship? Like that Sincere
exactly.
and Melanie have? No. So it's like I might as well pick this literally tall, like everything she wants. I think he's her real type. Like she would have chose him from day one. I'm just like, girl, what? Like, thank God we brought him back. But even still, like you got lucky with that one, girly. And again,
Yeah.
production's giving you all the tools, America's giving you all the tools, and you're still just having real life temper tantrums. And that is just I'm at this point, I'm like, no, you may need to like check out, go be with your family. Don't check your phone. Do not have that girl on after sun if she gets voted off checking her phone. Like, y'all, she might actually need to stay just for the fact that she would get family day because I'm like, she doesn't need to be like, she is not stable enough to handle the villa. So imagine when she sees the comments when everyone is like so
Yeah.
divisive about them. It's not even like, oh, Anaya's our girl. No, people are having like real life sociological discourse takes on Anaya's behavior. And I don't think she has any idea that she probably thinks like Melanie is the one that's getting all the
Yeah.
smoke. And it's like, no, baby girl, it's you. It's actually been you since the beginning, since they released your photos.
Yeah, I know that's so sad. I think when you were saying that, it made me think about how I honestly feel like a lot of these girls, but Anaya especially, is getting so caught up in the story of it all and not the reality. I feel like she wants to be this fairy tale princess and her man came back to her and they overcame, and thinking about the story of it all rather than the reality that it's like, you guys are. You guys have never been good because I know people want to hate on KC for it, but at the end of the day, he was right in the sense of him saying, like, we were defaulted together. You didn't pick me. I didn't pick you. We were brought together because nobody picked us. That's the foundation of their relationship. And that's where
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like you guys have to have nuance because It's like, oh, hate men, like we're always on the girl side. And I'm not trying to defend Casey because he was real disrespectful in Casa and
Right.
things he said that I didn't like. But we also have to be realistic and realize that, yeah, if that's what their relationship started as, that's not a good foundation to have. Whereas, like, Sincere and Melanie, as toxic as they keep in quote unquote working out because like they genuinely keep trying to pick each other and wanted to be with each other. Like Sincere is just trying to have his cake and eat it too. But like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you can tell he genuinely wants to be with Melanie as fucked up as he is. And he has no
Yeah.
business being with her.
Yeah.
You can tell like he yearns for Melanie at the end of the day. KC does not yearn for Anaya.
Yeah.
Anaya does not yearn for KC. Like
No.
it's so yeah, that was just like that was a little bit too much for me. And honestly, I think they're being a little bit too lenient with the people who stay because Anaya should have went home. And like that would have made the episode even more intense, even more crazy. Like, oh my God, I can't believe she went home. She's one of the OGs. Like, it would have really made an impact as well for being like,
Yeah.
you can't make these dumb decisions because everybody is just hanging around. We got like 20 bodies in this house. It's time for some people to go home. And that's like not even me being mean. I feel like that's how original Love Island is. Like if you are
Yeah.
not in a couple, you get sent home. That is the entire premise of the show. I feel like being single and vulnerable doesn't even matter anymore.
No, it doesn't, because it's like you're single and vulnerable, and then you literally brought back the person that would save her. The only person that's truly single and vulnerable in that house is Amora.
Yeah.
Because after last night's episode, not to jump ahead, I'm not sure how Sincere and Melanie are gonna fix this, and Amora's not gonna go and pick Sincere. I hope not, after seeing all of this. So it's just like. Yeah, go home. We got 2 weeks left, and there's like 10 people in the house, and y'all clearly have favorites because I know Jen and Caleb and what's her name? The one that Jaden are talking more. Like I know there's a lot of stuff that's getting left on the cutting room floor. Like as far as the producers, I mean, like they're definitely trying to make the audience focus on these storylines and be like, oh, Jen's so boring, Caleb's so boring. But it's like, no, I feel like we're just not seeing it. Same thing that happened with Gabe. We were like, oh, he's so lustful. He's just like a sexy dummy. And then it's like, no, he actually speaks like three languages and learned English yesterday and to study for computer science, which is like another language if you really think about it. So it's like, okay, what are y'all really trying to make us focus on? Because I'm tired of Anaya and Casey. One of them has to go home.
Yeah, totally. And it's like I would rather it be KC, but unfortunately he has found a couple
Yeah.
that he's actually interested in. So like it
Yeah.
kind of has to be Anaya. They are focusing so much on the core four of the girls with Melanie, Trinity, Kata, and Anaya. And I don't know, maybe I'm just biased, but like y'all will never be PPG. Like
Yes.
it's not working for me. I'm just not as invested in these girls. I like them. I mean, I like those four girls the most out of everybody, but
Yeah.
even with that, I'm still like I wouldn't mind seeing Caleb and Jaden more. I mean, anybody. It's just literally only focused on those four girls. And you could tell that the producers, like you said, are trying so hard to keep Anaya in here by bringing back Carl. And it's like, we we don't need this. We're so close to the end of the season anyways, but okay, not to get too tunneled in on Anaya. Um, Melanie, another one. So dumb
Yeah.
for continuing to be with Sincere. And we'll just like skip around whatever. Now with movie night, because it's like Sincere is a smooth talker, and I could understand why she's probably getting a little bit caught up in it all, even though she's seen him now explore two connections very heavily. But seeing movie night and how effortlessly he has lied and been two-faced and manipulated these women, I just I'm like worried that at the end of the day, she's still going to go right back to him because then in the previews, because they're like doing movie night part two on Thursday, she was like starting to, they showed another clip of Sincere, it looks like with him and Casa and the Amora of it all. And Melanie was yelling in the preview, when are you going to fix it? When are you going to fix it? And it's like, when? You're still trying to be with him.
I literally caught the same thing. I was like, babe, he's never gonna fix it.
Never.
You're looking at the rest of your life. It's been 4 weeks and he's done this to you so many times. And again, it's not the fact that he's exploring. I need to them and their baby brains to get it through their soft skulls. The issue is not that you are dating on a dating show. It's how you date. It's the fact that you're
Exactly.
telling Melanie, oh no, like I'm done with her. And then literally 20 minutes later, you go and kiss said girl. And you do it for 3 days in a row. And then you do it with two other girls.
There was no reason for him to lie to her when she said, yes or no, do you still want to explore Soul? He could have just said yes because, like you said, this is a dating show. This is what you're supposed to do. The fact that he said no and then 20 minutes later he's up there with Soul for 3 hours making out with her, it's like, oh my God, dude. And then her being like, so did she kiss you going for the kiss or did you go in for the kiss? Oh no, it wasn't even really like that. And then you see the clips of him going in like, yeah, of course, let's kiss and making out the most intimate tongue down kiss we've seen of the season. She should know now why Soul was feeling the way she was because
Yeah.
to do all of that and then get sent home, same with
Yeah.
Amora. Like he puts his all into these relationships and then just cuts them off. And I'm sure that probably makes Melanie feel a little bit like, oh, well, at the end of the day, he's still picking me. But it's like, girl.
At what cost? Like, okay, you get sincere. Like, yeah, he picked you, but he's gonna pick someone else next week.
And she even said it, like, it's not about being picked, it's about being respected. It's like, take your own advice. Like, he will never change. And honestly, what was that one challenge where they were like pushing each other in the pool and they were talking about the crazy things they've done? That
Hmm.
challenge right there was the most telling challenge of the entire season. And that's why I still have weird beef with certain people. With number one, with Sincere saying how he was texting other bitches while he was with his girlfriend. Like, Melanie, that's going to be your life.
Yeah.
Realize that he not only does that in the villa, he does it outside the villa. And Trinity, with all this being said, is still my favorite, but it's like even she admitted to being a cheater in that
Yeah.
challenge. And that's what I'm worried about with her and Bryce is that at the end of the day, she is a young hoe. I'm not worried about Bryce,
Yeah.
like him being a
No.
30-year-old man. I'm worried about her. Like they're gonna get out this villa and she's gonna see all these opportunities and all this stuff coming for her and being like, do I still really want that man?
Yeah, right. And like, I don't blame you because
I
again, you're
don't blame her at all.
yeah. Yeah, I realized in watching this, and I posted this on Threads, that Sincere and Kenzie are literally the same exact person.
Yes.
Kenzie is just actually a lot better on it, but everyone started clocking it this last one when Jen was like, I actually just think you like the attention. It's not about like, oh, exploring like you're torn. Because it's like, okay, people are, and I'm gonna put like my therapy hat on, keep repeating the same cycles within the same confines of the house. Like it's only been 4 weeks, and some people have lived the same storyline 3 times. Like
Yeah.
Sincere and being in a love triangle, Kenzie being in a love triangle. You do this often enough to where it's like, oh no, this wasn't just like a one-off, like you were really puzzled. Who do I pick? I don't know. You just like balancing two people.
Exactly. I actually saw somebody bring up a good point about how I'm telling you guys, it all goes back to the first episode of Zach basically telling her blondes really aren't my type. She was so stunned by that because she is never used to not being somebody's type that she has gone like this whole villa proving to people that she is desirable.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah, let's talk about the Kenzie of it all. The Kenzie, Dylan, Gall, and Jen. Yeah, I'm glad that Jen clocked her. Like
Yeah.
she clocked in for work and I was so happy about that because she's
Yeah.
so right. Like you just want the attention. And Kenzie saying, "Oh, the kiss is just like a handshake for me. I just want to see if the chemistry is there." That's so whack. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy. You can't just talk and figure out if there's chemistry. You know she
Right.
wants to explore so bad still. Like she's so irritated that this man started crying.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what was like, that was the worst of it all, was that she has this guy, I think Ben, is that his name?
Dylan.
Dylan, Ben Dylan, you know. Dylan is giving her his all, her everything after she already cussed out Corbin. Like, that's another thing. We'll backtrack a little bit. The whole like cussing someone out with my new man next to me is kind of crazy to me because it's like, okay, we both end like we're both fine. Like I don't want to defend Corbin, and yeah, he could have handled it a little better and whatever. And I don't want to excuse like locker room behavior, but you have to understand like they're used to seeing you guys all the time, and then production literally sends 10 baddies to literally seduce them. Of course, they're gonna be like, damn, I love it here more than the villa. And it's like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
you're immediately going to Pound Town. I like wanted to have a conversation first. So like of course you like her more. Or like you're gonna say that initially. But then to have this amazing guy and then you're like so worried about he's a piece of shit. Da, 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 da. It's like, okay, well, who cares? Like, who cares
Yeah,
anymore?
who
Like,
cares?
you have like something good going on. Like, you're wasting your energy, and it's like not a good look to be like trying to give someone their lashings. And like, he really didn't do anything crazy. Like, I don't even remember him saying all of that stuff, honestly.
I
So,
mean, was it a little disrespectful?
of
Yes. But like
course,
you said, I think it's also important for us to realize, like, again, hashtag nuance, is that these men were thinking that they were in the safe confines of just being with their boys doing locker room talk. And no, that doesn't make it better, but you have to realize, like, even as women ourselves, we say crazy shit about the men around us because we know that they would never hear it and it would never hurt their feelings. Like, it's one thing to say it to them, but it's another thing when you think you're in the safe space of like just your girls, talking your shit. And that's what they thought that they were in. Like, so,
yeah,
I'm not trying to give them too much grace because, yeah, it wasn't easy for the girls to hear. And that did suck. Like, I would be crying if that was me. But at the same time, like, you have to realize, like, it wasn't like he was talking down on her character or, well,
yeah,
I guess when he was talking to Parmita and he was like, yeah, Kenzie kind of had some red flags. But I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like Corbin handled it kind of the best, like coming back. Like,
yeah,
he just took it on the chin, was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said some shit in there. And then kind of moved on. Like, he apologized
yeah.
to Kenzie. Like, Casey and Sincere are the ones that we need to have beef with, really.
I
Um,
agree.
what else was I gonna say about Kenzie and Corbin? Oh, Kenzie, I keep going back to her. I don't know why, but like this face she made, just the way she said it, it just pisses me off like to my core still to this day. Of Corbin saying, "Hey, I just wanted to let you know the guys were considering you in that vote because they say that what you guys sent Gabe home for is what you do because you can be
Mm-hmm.
lustful." And the way she said it, like, "But I'm not lustful. That's not being lustful." And it's like, girl, in what universe are you in? You have been the most lustful out of every single person in this house, every single woman in this house. You have been the most lustful.
Yeah.
Making out with how many people has she explored with at this point?
Yeah, that's what kills me. It's not even just explored. Like she's getting her shit rocked every night. And like that's not to like shit like I'm not like, oh, she shouldn't be doing that, whatever. If she wants to do that, that's fine. But don't be like, oh my gosh, like you guys are calling me lustful and I think it's unfair that like Jen is talking to me this way because I took her man, made out with him, and then went back to my man, made out with him, and like got my freak on with him that night, and now I'm like upset that Jen's upset with me.
Yeah.
That's the issue. It's not the fact of like the like sexual activity or even the lustfulness of it all. It's just like I don't like that we're letting her get away with at, at least we were. I don't know about now. But like she's getting away with her behavior. And I think honestly she's getting away with it. Obviously, we can talk about the sociological impacts to race, to gender. I'm not even gonna go there. Like we know that's there. But Kenzie is a lot sneakier.
Yes.
She
And
is
the
so
thing that
sneaky.
bothers, I think, us about it is that she can't even comprehend that people would be mad at her, that she would be the villain in this. Like she's just always so used to being the victim. And it's like, no, you are the villain with the way you move. What you did to Jen was fucked up. And I'm glad that Dylan kind of called her out on it. 'Cause it's like, first of all, why would you go to Dylan of all people to have this conversation with? Like, Jen said that she wouldn't be my friend with me if we were outside of here. And he was like, yeah, I understand why. Like, hello. She just can't comprehend that people would be mad at her. And that's what pisses me off so much. Like, what's going on in that brain of yours that you can't sit there and be self-aware enough to be like, yeah, that was not okay. And what I was going back to is like, I liked that Dylan kind of told her, why is it not enough? Like, why do you have to keep exploring? We have a good relationship. You say that I'm your type. I'm doing all the things that you want me to do. You say that you could see us being outside of the house. At what point is enough enough? Like, we could all be continuing. Every single person outside of Love Island as well could continue to explore, 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 and never settle down with someone. But if you find somebody that's your type that you like, that you could see a life with, at a certain point you do stop fucking around and you commit to that person. Like, that's not to say you don't think other people are attractive, but like, you make a commitment to that person. And it's like, she doesn't, like, when is enough going to be enough for her?
No, it's what Jen said. She just likes the attention. Jen and
Yeah.
Dylan clocked it. She just likes the attention. That's why she's doing splits all the time. She needs attention. Like that is not just because she's like, woo, I'm having so much fun. Like that's my like outlet. Like no, she does that to get attention.
Yeah, it's she's just she's like a roller coaster. She was like really pissing me off, and then she got a little bit better because other people were so crazy that we stopped paying attention to her.
Yeah.
And now she's just doing the most again. It's like, all right, Kenzie, wrap it up.
Yeah. Um, next couple, Zach and Kata, any thoughts?
I guess let's talk about movie night with them.
Yeah, that's the bigger issue.
I'm starting to get really frustrated with these girls and how they approach and treat Kata and Zach, because Kata, she has women's intuition. She's realizing that there's things that are off that she just can't put her finger on. And all the girls keep being like, oh, it's fine. He didn't mean it like that. It's fine. It's fine. And it's like, why are you guys not letting her feel her feelings? But then at the same time, like, you guys will let Anaya and Melanie talk your ears off about Casey and Sincere. Like, yes, her and Zach have been more stable, but I would say like they are just as rocky as the other two, because one, like, there's no reason for them to not be closed off at this point. They don't want to explore anybody else. There's no, the fact that he's like, oh, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend yet, and then saying I love you, then being like, I'm just joking. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird. The fact that he just hasn't closed it off with her, I'm sure her little intuition is wiggling right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then her at movie night clocking, so perceptive, Queen, being like, wait a minute, Alana wasn't there. And they were like, oh, yeah, she went home day 2. He didn't tell you that. And then her being mad about it. And the girls are like, but it's fine. Like, he was going to pick you regardless. It doesn't matter. Don't be mad at him for it. That's not the point. It's the fact that he lied about it and kept it from her is a huge red flag. And then on top of that, him specifically telling her, if I wanted to bring her back, I would have, but I didn't. No, you actually couldn't. And the fact that you're saying, like, oh, if I wanted to, I would have, it's not factually accurate. And it's
Yeah.
pissing me off that the girls are just like, Kata, don't worry about it. He would have picked you. Like, no, she's allowed to be mad because things
Yeah.
are not adding up. Like, 2 plus 2 is not fucking adding up right now.
I'm just so glad it got brought up because I was wondering too. I was like, are they going to address the fact that he came out by himself, not because he chose to? He have, sure, but that was not his choice. The girl got kicked out. He didn't have any other options, and he was macking and kissing on her and talking about their family cats and whatever. She got kicked out day 2. Like, of course, you would have picked the girl you've known for 3 weeks over the girl you've known for 2 days. Who knows what would have happened if she stayed and it kept going? And the fact that you weren't honest with it because you knew that Kata would be like, so would you have picked her? And now you're having that conversation anyway, but now she's got some bass in her voice and she does rightfully because you weren't forthcoming.
And he's just like Sincere in that sense, where Sincere keeps saying, yeah, I'm honest, but he just doesn't tell the whole truth. That's not being totally honest. And that's what Zach is doing. It's like he's giving her little pieces of information, but not the full story for her to like fully be able to understand everything and then make a decision. I just feel like their relationship really worries me because I don't see her turning
Mhm.
away from him. And with them being overseas from each other, we see how insecure this man is already. I just feel like he's going to make her life a living hell being away from her. Like, every minute he's not with her, he is going to be making her feel so bad about herself.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like you said, they're pretty much closed off, so they're not going to explore anyone else. I doubt they're even going to bring in more. bombshells for them over the next. No, they can't because like we need to start getting rid of people. Like we need to get down to the final four at least. So yeah, I don't know, Kata, baby. Like they might walk out of here together, but as far as being together after like the reunion and all that stuff, I kind of hope not.
I don't see any of these couples lasting
No.
side of the villa. And I think that's why we feel so exhausted with this season, is because it just doesn't even feel like there's going to be any payout.
No, because even Jaden and Caleb, she's like, I don't know. I don't want to hurt his feelings. And I'm like, all right, girl, like you're next, like y'all gotta go next because they're
Yeah, you
barely,
all can go.
yeah, they're barely showing y'all anyway. You don't even like him for real. You just wanted to be in the house. Very beautiful girl, very cute. Go get a modeling contract. Like this is not for you.
We can get rid of Jaden and Caleb. We can get rid of Jen. We can get rid of Gall. I feel bad for Jen. I've really been trying for her, but there is just nobody in this house for her. Like she's got to
Yeah.
go. Um, Kenzie and Dylan unfortunately can stay because Kenzie brings drama. Who else can go? Anaya, I don't know, you're cutting it. You and Carl, like you really need to give your all to Carl right now, or else you got to go because she is probably the only one that I could see potentially coming for Brinity's crown right now if her and Carl actually lock in and take it seriously, because I do think that they have something there. But I need her to just stop with the fairy tales and really be present in this relationship and just give it your all and lock in. Which I feel like I've talked so much shit about Anaya this episode, which I feel bad about. And like I haven't talked enough about KC, but I feel like because we just see so much online that it's like they've got it covered talking about him. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he
Yeah, I
because
was
he
gonna
really
say
was
this.
not shit in that movie night.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like with Anaya and Carl, you can't like that's the fairy tale you should be working on. This is your Prince Charming. He came in and literally swooped you off your feet. Movie night better have been the last time Casey pulled you out of character, young lady. Because
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of seeing you stand up and hooting and hollering and arguing and this and shut the fuck up and fuck you and all. Like I'm tired of it. You literally have a man that wants you right there, and you're so worried about the man that doesn't want you. Like that's crazy to me. Like
Yeah.
how I wonder how Carl feels. It's like, damn girl, like I'm right here. I'm literally ready to like show you the world, and you're arguing about someone who literally does not want you.
Yeah. And something I noticed with the movie night is I think that they switched up the order of things because
Yeah.
because they showed Casey's stuff first, and every time I kept looking at Melanie, you could tell that her makeup like was there was like a tear stain down her face, like she had already been crying. And
Hmm.
then when they showed the sincere thing, I was like, the sincere thing was probably first when she started crying, and then the Casey thing was after, which I don't really, I guess, know why they did that. Maybe they just wanted to start it off with a bang. But people are bringing up a good point of like, why were the girls not on Sincere's ass as much as they were for KC? Because yes, KC did wrong. We all know that. There's no, like, we don't need to come on the podcast and talk about it for 45 more minutes because we all know it was obvious. Sincere was like hidden under the trenches for weeks and people seeing how much of a pathological liar he is. And everybody just sat there mute. Like,
Yeah.
he's the villain of this season.
No, literally. That's why I'm like, Casey, again, like, is he wrong? Whatever. Do I think he's been held accountable enough? I think he's gotten his private lashings. I think he's gotten his public lashings. Like, I'm not gonna come on here and like beat
Say
a
the
dead
obvious.
horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, he's going through enough. Like, he's gonna come out of this villa and be like depressed because he's gonna be like, damn, I didn't, like, everyone's mad at me because I'm mad that I didn't get picked. Like, you would be mad too. Like, what the hell? But sincere, I'm like, we do not like I don't know why we just like let him like we think it's like funny that he gets to do this. Like his was objectively the worst to me and to them too, because the way production cut it and everybody's reactions, like you know it's bad when Casey and Corbin are like, this is bad. Like this is worse
Yeah.
than what Casey did. Like Casey just like had a ball. He just got carried away. Sincere
Yeah.
is like a more strategic, and that's the issue, and that's scary, and we've been seeing this happen since day 5.
Yeah, exactly. No, you said it perfectly. I'm very curious to see what else they're going to have for movie night. because it's like the fact that this is only part one, like people
Girl.
online were saying like this is crazy. Like we've never seen a movie night like this. Like usually they just show little clips. Like they were building Rico cases on Casey and Sincere. Like full feature length movies of them acting up. Like I've never seen anything like this. And yeah, it's just frustrating because at the end of the day, I just don't have the confidence that the girls are gonna leave him. Like, I hope I can
No.
come back next week and be like, I was wrong. I'm so proud of those girls for leaving. But it's also like we're so close to the end of the season. If they leave, they know that that means like they're done.
Yep.
There's nobody else coming in for them. There's no more bombshells to explore and get that much of a connection in this little amount of time. So I'm sure they're just gonna stay with them until the end at this point. And it's like, and
Yeah.
again, not to like get too much on Brinity because like again, as I said, after all of this, they are still my favorites.
Yeah.
But Bryce could have stood up a little bit for Trinity when Sincere was telling her to shut up. I don't know how many times he told her to shut up. Like
Yeah.
you could have been like, bro, chill, calm down. Like that's not, you guys aren't closed off. That's your girlfriend. Like that's actually supposed to mean something more. And the fact that you didn't speak up an iota for her kind of pissed me off a little bit. Like you're a little too soft for my girl.
Yeah, because like why is Trinity ready to buck up to the point that literally TT bucked up at her because she said, "Who the fuck are you?" And TT said, "I'm TT." Like with their shoulders. I said, "Oh no. Oh no." Like this
She
is gonna
called
go
her a little girl. I
so
was like, oh my God.
like this is so bad. And Trinity kills me because she definitely went to the Lindsay Hubbard School of Investigation because she'll always be like, I have a question. And it is literally the messiest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. And she'll be like, so remember when you said this and this? What did you mean by that? Because I'm looking at this. This is how you actually acted. So what changed? What happened? Like something changed in a day? No, we damn well nothing changed in a day. So
Asking a question that you already know the answer to.
right. So Trinity is definitely the personality in their relationship, but I'm sure as a like for me, I'm usually the personality. It'd be nice for like my if another man is telling me to shut up, I don't
It's
care.
the fact that it was another man.
I could be dead ass wrong. I could have said 2 + 2 = 3, and another man would have told me to shut up. I'm gonna need you to handle that.
Yeah. And he didn't
Because
even
watch
have
your
to do
mouth.
much. They could have cut it out. They may have edited it differently. Who knows? But really all he had to do was be like sincere, calm down. That's it. That's literally all he had to say.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
fact, he piped up for KC, which I was like,
Yeah. Right.
Um, and then another thing that I wanted to bring up, which is like, again, this is where we have to have hashtag nuance, is that I have seen so many people in the comments of Love Island and on Twitter being like, they need to show another one for Zach talking shit about Bryson, Trinity's connection, and yada yada. I just feel like people are watching this show with their eyes closed because I'm not saying Zach is a great guy.
Mhm.
But at the same time, that conversation, Bryce went to Zach first and said, I don't know if Trinity likes me, and is trying to get some kind of friendly opinion. And at the time, now obviously it's different, but at that time, week one, Zach was like, yeah, I don't know if she really likes you. Like, because that's how they were acting. Like, they weren't acting like they were fully locked in yet. So the fact that people want to show that so bad in movie night, it's like, what is that going to accomplish? Like, and this is where I feel like they're watching the show with their eyes closed because then did we not see how happy Zach was when they became girlfriend and boyfriend? Like, he was literally telling Bryce, you should do it on this date. This is the perfect opportunity, and like screaming happy for him when he came back. So it's like, I know Zach is not perfect, but you guys are just making him into something that he's not.
Like literally not. They're doing that with everybody on the show and everybody on the
Everyone.
I'm just so that's why I'm like
Like if
this
you're gonna
might
be
have to
mad at him, be mad about the Kata of it all. There's no
yes.
reason to be mad at him for the Bryson Trinity.
Yeah, it's this season, I don't know. It ain't hitting like it needs to. Like yeah, it's like shocking and crazy and dramatic, but it's not like oh, this is like great TV. Like, what a storyline. Like, these people are being so authentic and like figuring it out. Because I'm just thinking about like the Alandria treatment. Like, there's always kind of, well, I guess in season 6, it was like the three of them, like PPG came out of this and like, they're kind of our stars. And like, some could argue that like Leah was like the big fish that came out of it. And last year was Alandria. I'm like, this year. none of you guys will be at Paris Fashion Week.
I feel like Trinity will probably be the biggest star, her and Melanie, after this, but I don't
Mm.
know if anyone's touching Alandria's crown. Like
No, no
she's
one.
really doing insane things. And then even
Yeah.
Leah as well, like on the Forbes 30 under 30, like hello, I don't know if anybody's touching that.
Yeah, no, none of them
No
this
shade.
season. Like, yeah, I don't think any of them have that dog in them. Like, yeah, you're gonna get amazing brand deals. You're gonna be on the little commercials for next season, whatever. But that level that like PPG and specifically Leah and Alandria hit, like y'all are never gonna get there. Like I'm sorry, like no shade, like y'all just don't have, like you just don't have that. I think Trinity will be an amazing reality star and personality and like social media girly, but like
Yeah.
outside of that, I don't see her being like the CCO of some brand, you know?
Yeah, I know. I just feel like I haven't had, there's just no buzz this season with any of the romances. There's no, with the girls, like I know you guys are pushing the core four thing, but even at the end of the day, I'm still kind of just like,
You ain't
"Mm,
hitting.
okay." Like if anything, Melanie and Anaya, like I really appreciated when Melanie was talking to Anaya
Yes.
after the recoupling and was like, there's life outside of here. Like you can't get caught up in this. Like that was a realist thing a friend could say to you. It's like,
Yeah.
there's life outside of here. You will find your person. Like you can't keep crying like this. So like I do see their friendship being real. Not that the other girls aren't, but
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I'm just this is just as crazy as the producers are making it because it did start off boring and like props to them for turning around and giving us some drama. I'm still just at the end of the day like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like wrap it up. Y'all could end it
Wrap it
tonight,
up.
and
Wrap it up.
would never care. One quick note before we wrap it up. The Casey and TT of it all. Like this scene was crazy. The girls getting active was crazy. It wasn't like it was dramatic and like great to watch, but like I'm a little disturbed by everybody's behavior, especially because they kept it going. And I think TT specifically brought up a great point at movie night. Like, y'all were gonna be mad at him regardless. Like, even if you didn't see all of this, like y'all were mad the fact that he even came in with a new person on a show where you're supposed to explore new people. Like, so whether he was respectable or not, like y'all were gonna be mad at him. I thought that was a great point. What the girls are messing up and what I think I can compare it to was like last season with Pepe, Hannah, and Iris, and how everyone was like, "Oh, fuck Pepe, like he's such a dick." But then on Beyond the Villa, y'all kept beating a dead horse and y'all dragged it, and your heads got blown up, and you thought like, "Oh, like girl power, like let me berate this man in front of everybody to the point where I'm really embarrassing myself." And now everyone's on Pepe's side. And like that's what the girls are doing. They're not realizing that like, okay, you cussed them out, totally understand. But it's the fact that like every episode we keep rehashing something that happened at this point a week ago. And like you're in a happy thing, he's in a happy thing. Like just let it go. You guys are making, you're literally turning him into a hero.
Yeah, it's just like you said, it's just beating a dead horse. Like
Yeah,
we
I'm
know they're
just so,
bad, but we don't have
yeah,
to keep dragging them and then you guys go back to them. So it's
yeah,
like Melanie picking sincere and then him thinking, "Oh, we're about to have this happy moment," and she lights his ass up. It was like
yeah,
it's not giving what you want because you still picked him at the end of the day. Like you
yeah.
could have picked Corey and explored both and then had your moment of going off and sincere. But it's like doing all of that just to pick him anyways. It's not landing the way that they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
It,
Kato, where is the Grim Reaper? I haven't seen her activated since episode 2 against Melanie. Use your skills on Zach. Like, he is fucking you up. And it's like, I can't believe what I'm watching. Like, these headstrong women just be so down bad for these men who they are literally seeing in 4K act bad. Again, what we said, they have all the resources and tools to see. They had a live stream, they had postcards, they had movie night, and they still keep going back. I've had enough.
It's just I think it's just wanting to win. I don't even think it's the money because they all know they're gonna get 100K before they get out of here. Like that's the thing. It's not even like the money.
It's not
I
even the
just
money.
think they want to be out here longer. I also think it's interesting that remember how last year and maybe they made the people who got eliminated actually now that I'm saying this out loud. I'm putting the pieces together. Because remember last year, the second these people got eliminated, they were on Vile Files or they were on like Chicks in the Office. I think that's why they revamped After Sun and probably made them sign a contract. Like until the season's over, you cannot like go on any podcast. And we're actually going to make our own podcast and ask every single question about like what people would want to know. Because I'm like, this season, we're not even hearing from the people except on After Sun. But now I think that's intentional to like kill what happened
Yeah.
last year. Because I think that didn't help last year, the experience either. Because it's like, damn, the house is still going on and you're like
You're like
on
having an
TV.
opinion on things that they don't even know is like happening in the outside world. Like they don't even know that's a factor to be talking about. And you're like on
Yeah.
Vile Files talking to Nick about it. Like that's crazy. But I
Yeah.
think that's also why they haven't, I don't know, like made a big impact out of the house because they did have their Instagrams or their social medias on lock this time. Like they didn't allow handlers. And then on top of that, with like the no podcast outside of it, I do think it's good for the beneficial of the show. But
Yeah.
then for them, like outside the show, it is kind of crazy to see the difference of like Huda left the show with like millions.
Huda, the first episode of Love Island last year, Huda had already signed to management.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah, they had to stop that because it was like getting out of hand.
But I would prefer it this way of like
Me
no
too.
handlers and because then the handlers were getting like their ass beat on like and it's like they're like I remember like people were like coming for Sierra because of her friend and I was like, damn, like Sierra doesn't even know what's going on in the house right now.
No, literally. And she's getting beat up because of what someone said for her on her behalf. Yeah, they definitely need to take a like they're gonna keep making more changes, I'm sure. Hopefully next season, if I'm even still willing to even give it a chance, which I'm sure I will because I have Stockholm syndrome. Um, they need to change a lot. They changed a lot this season. They're gonna have to change a little bit more when it comes to
Yeah.
casting.
They just got to focus on the romance again. At the end of the
Yes.
day, it is Love Island, not Friendship Island, not 100K Island, not Fairy Tale Island. I just feel like people are getting caught up in the storylines and the friendships and the funny moments, and people are just like, I don't know. I'm just not seeing good connections in this house. After watching movie night and like Melanie is beat to a pulp at this point. Like she has lost all her whimsy. Like she is exhausted. She is drained every time you see her on screen. And I just like that's not fun to watch. I know she's also choosing it, but at the same time, like this poor woman, man.
Yeah.
Like she's
Battered
given her
woman
so
syndrome.
much hope.
Yeah. No, all the girls have lost their whimsy. I don't think there's a whimsy bitch left. Like, I think all of them are sick and tired. I think they really all do want to go home. Because we also have to remember, like, they've gotten their periods, like, their nails are grown out, their hair's grown out, like, they haven't slept in weeks. Their bushes are grown out. Like, dear God, like all of that's happening. Like I know how I feel when all of that is happening, just like by myself. So imagine knowing you're on TV and this man is out here calling you a grandma. I want to go
Oh,
home.
goodbye. I want to go home.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention like we could just wrap it up because it's not like not even worth bringing up, but Corbin and Parmita being the first people to close it off in the house.
Those two, I have a few questions. One, that tight ponytail. I know she has a bald spot. That
Wait,
tight ass ponytail going to bed every night is crazy. The I'm so hot, you're so hot, we're
we
so
should just
hot.
be together. It's like, oh, that's not hitting like you think it is, Mama.
No, and then her being the reason why like the girls are laughing after the recoupling because she was like, well, it's because we're not 22 years old. Well, bitch, you're on the same show as 22-year-olds, so what does that even say about you? Like, yeah, you're older,
Exactly.
but
You're with
like,
a 22-year-old. It's not. She pissed me off more than TT, to be honest, because it's
no,
like
literally same.
TT was kind of like they were obviously talking to KC, but it's like in indirectly subbing her as well.
Yeah.
Where, like, Carmina, you had no business even opening your mouth. Like, go and sit down and be grateful you're in the villa. Like, you don't
Yeah.
need to be laughing and speaking up. Like, no, no, honey. But yeah, I guess good for them. They're closed off, so that's
Well,
that.
yeah, because they're like, no one else is coming in and we're trying to take it to the end. Little do they know, Corbin, you are never making it to the end, my love.
You're never touching that money.
Corbin's never touching my money. Sincere's never touching my money. Anaya's not touching my money. Casey's not touching my money. Like, again,
Zach's
like,
not touching my money.
no,
So like it
congrats.
has to be Bryce and
Yeah,
Trinity.
congratulations to our Love Island USA season 8 winners, Trinity and Bryce, because
Nothing else to say.
yeah.
And that's a
Well,
wrap on this episode.
yes, we will see y'all next week. Thanks for listening. Make sure you are following us on all social media platforms, as well as giving this episode and our show a 5-star review and send this to your best yapper. Have an amazing 4th of July weekend. Be safe, have fun. It's crazy because the villa, like, do you ever just like be sitting around and you're like, I wonder what they're doing in the villa right now?
Yeah.
Because that's what I do. Like, I'm gonna have like a cute little cocktail, watch the fireworks on the beach, and like someone's getting berated. Like, that's
Oh
so
my
crazy.
God. That is crazy. Like
Yeah.
literally real life Sims.
Yeah. But that's it. And we'll see you next Wednesday.
Love you, girls. Bye.
Bye.